Hello there, Echo here. Welcome to my stream for the 13th of November. I'm not sure what's working and what isn't, but we'll see how we get on. It's been a while since I've streamed after my little break, and I don't really know what I'm doing. Cool, I've got Frosty in the chat with me. Unfortunately, I cannot get any of the in-game chats working. This mod pack comes with 4G IRC, and I cannot seem to find an up-to-date video showing me how to actually set it up to work with Twitch. So unfortunately, I've got none of that 4G IRC chat streaming what my Twitch viewers are saying to me, which is unfortunate. There's also the Twitch IRC mod that I've used in the past that is just making me crash. So currently, I've got Frosty and May in the chat. Hello guys, hope you're alright. I'm going to do a bit of Foundcraft stuff to start with. This is pretty much where I left off after today's video that went up shortly before this video, so you probably not had a chance to watch that, or you may be watching it right now in like 240p because it's only just gone up. But, yeah, so this is still the same. What's going on there? Asphalt's too fast, I can't even get in. What the fuck? Let me in. What's going on here? Stuck in a door. Hello, Gupster. How goes it, mate? So I'll keep an eye on the chat. I might not be as quick to respond as I usually am. I say usually, but always pretty slow anyway. And because the chat is up in the window. Ah, cool. Okay, so today's episode's up to 720p. Nice. I'll be, as soon as I get a upgrade to my internet, which is meant to be coming any time now, I will be putting my videos on 1080, but until that time, I'll have to stick with 720, unfortunately. So nothing else has really changed here since. Just manually switching. If you watched today's video, hello James, how's it going, mate? I am manually switching between hydrogen and oxygen on the power here to give oxygen to the purification chamber. I'm just getting some silver. Got a bit of osmium in there as well. Now, I mentioned earlier I updated the mod pack to version 2.3.4b, and it's caused an issue because the artifice mod is not in, and all the blocks where artifice was are now missing, which is fun. So if I come down and have a look at this. So James is in the chat now. We've got James, Frosty, Gupster and May have all said hello. If anyone else is there, let me know. I might just have 4 people watching, but 4 is 3 more than I need. One person watching is enough. So yeah, if I come right down to the bottom of the world here, this has caused massive weird issues. If I look down here, look at this shit. So artifice has been taken out, which means loads of the world's missing. So I guess all this must have been artifice stuff down here. So I'm going to do some Tinker's Constructs with metallurgy. That's my plan as well. We'll do a bit of Thermcraft in this. I'm going to make a decent. I'm going to try and make some tartarite. But look at this, man. This is bizarre. So I'm down here, underneath the lava flows. But all I can think of is all of this must have been artifice stuff. Now, if we have a look of having a little look around under here. If we go over this way a bit. We have got, make sure, I ain't got no cobble with me, I might get stuck. Don't want to get too close to that lava. I was here earlier, I'm sure I found. There we go, look at this. Adamantine down here. Unfortunately, my cobalt pick is not on high enough level to man this. So I can actually man that at the minute, but look how bizarre my world is. Do you reckon anyone had this before? When I saw it after this, I only noticed it after the video that I made earlier, and I thought I maybe should, I don't know, delete start again. I don't know what you're meant to do when you've got big holes in your world like that. But what I'm going to do is, so I need to make a different pick. So have you updated to 2.3.4 3.4. So just look down there, it's crazy shit. Now, the metallurgy that I've used up to now, I mined some of that with osmium pick, and if you look now, there's no such thing as an osmium pick. So I'm pretty sure it's an osmium pick I made the other day. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? So Gups has got the same issue. He's got all his the bottom of his wells missing as well. That's purely down to artifice is the only thing that I can see that's missing. That's block wise. Yeah, well, I did notice another little bit. I'll show you where. If I get back up here, there was back where my nether portal is, all the way up. So when I came down earlier, them 2 bricks were missing, and I thought, well, what the hell's gone on there? And they were missing because of the same reason. So that must have been artifice. If I might have to look at one of my earlier videos. I might have to. Oh shit! I need some cobble to cover that up now. That must have been artifice marble there. I can only imagine. Hello, Raf. How's it going, mate? Yeah, mate, just saying. Hello, Jimbo. How's it going? Nice one. May's just saying that metallurgy probably won't play well with Greg Tech because it makes getting steel too easy. And I say I've been getting a lot of steel today. I've found some magnesium and mixed it in my smelter here, so with some iron, so form a lot of steel. So I've got plenty of steel. If you've got a chance, weird. I've had no trouble getting in there off camera, and now I can't fucking get in to save my life. I just want to actually have a look at that, see if I get anything for looking at that with my thermometer. Oops, that's not exactly what I wanted to do at all. Ooh, no, nothing from that. I'm sure there may be some kind of config settings for steel if you was playing with metallurgy and Greg Tech together, I presume. I've not made a roof up there yet. Tell you what I have done. I think Frosty's looking in configs. May's asked if you can check and see if you can disable steel. But there's quite a lot of steel in this. I mean, look at steel ingots. And we've got railcraft steel ingot, we've got mechanism steel ingot. So mechanism is from the steel dust from metallurgic infuser using the enriched iron, which is manganese, which is dirt, and iron, combined with compressed carbon, which is coal. So that's one way. I'm presuming the compressed carbon is more efficient than the coal, because you can just put coal straight in that. Hello, Intense. How's it going, mate? So I'm presuming that must be more efficient, otherwise what's the point in enriching it? So I'm guessing that compressed carbon lasts a bit longer than coal or charcoal would in there. But that's the mechanism way of getting steel. So you've got a railcraft way, which is blast furnace and stuff. You've got the mechanism way, which is like that. Then you've got the E-masher resource, which I'm not sure how that comes about. But all you can do with that is change it from ingots to blocks and back. Hello, I can't see your name. I'm for you to envoo. You can disable all metals from metallurgy, says Frosty. That's good to know. Then you've got Tinker's Construct Steel, of course. How do you make that then? And then you've got metallurgy. So it's metallurgy is the ones that I've been using by combining iron and manganese, but I've been doing the smeltery. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 types of base steel there. And then you've got, of course, Damascus, Black and Shadow, which is all metallurgy as well. Hello, Active. How's it going, mate? So there's lots of steel, and right. So to carry on with what I was looking at then. So a few days ago I mined some. Where would that be? I mined some Altaurus stuff, and I'm pretty sure I used an osmium pick. I did it on camera, I think. I've got some of this Altaurus. Yes, I really should. Frosty said I should make smeltery alloys in the smeltery. That's what I have been doing since today. All the metallurgy stuff works in there, doesn't it? Metallurgy. Blech. I don't say anything, right, mate? You know that. So I mined some of this stuff. Certainly, if you go for the AT launcher, AT launcher, it'll be on there. .com. You should be able to get to the pack from there. It's called Resonant Rise. So yeah, so I can't mine that now because my pick here is only. Okay. I think it was osmium, which I guess was a bit cheaty because you meant to work your way up to the Altaurus, so I've kind of skipped a load of the ores to get to that. I've got a lovely sheet here from the Resonant Rise forums, Google Doc sheet that I'm going to link in the chat, and I'm going to put in the video description as well. If I can find my client again. Oh, what's going on? There we go. Ooh. I can chat my dashboard as well. Did not know that. Wonderful. That dashboard's miles better to look at. It's right in the middle of the screen though. Sorry, getting confused. So that Google Doc there shows all the different mining levels and stuff for the metallurgy extra stuff. Quite cool. I'm going to link that. I'm going to put this video onto YouTube later. I'm going to link that in the YouTube video and give credit to the person who made it because I don't actually know who made it at the minute. I just linked to it off the forums. So if we look at that, what we can see is we've got that Tartarite's level 7 mining, and I think to mine that I'm going to need level 6 at least, or level 5 maybe. Level 5 metallium. Sorry, not metallium. Manilian, blah blah. There's level 5 yet. I want to go for level 6 if I can make it. Some adamantine. So what I think I'm going to do is use one of these to make a pick. I need level 5. Okay, and that. So Frosty let me know I need level 5. So I think I'm just going to use this bit of cobalt and this bit of ardite to make a manilian pick. This is for 1.6, yes. So I'm going to chuck ardite and cobalt in there. Well, that's turned off. That actually gets in the way there. I shouldn't put it there. Be in the way there as well. I'm actually going to put it there, up the way. Get up there out the way, you. That's just my redstone clock there, getting in the way of stuff. Right, let's put that back. Get rid of that bit of dirt. So I'm going to keep the Altaurus. I'll leave that in there for now. Thaumium works now. So if I show you, if we put that in there. Oh no, it doesn't. Well, that's odd. Yes, Active Diamond just said that if I've got factorization, I am going to set up factorization smelting. Thaumium goes in the part builder. Interesting. So if I get a slow rod pattern, it does indeed. Awesome. So Thaumium, even though it's a metal, yeah, because it's magic. Cool. So Thaumium goes in there now. So I can make Thaumium tool rods. I'm actually going to make a couple of them then, with that ingot there. It's magic. Yes, I've seen Direwolf do that. I've been a little bit since I've been on my break. I've been a little bit behind with quite a lot of series. I've caught up with Bevos. I've caught up with most of Funshine's space series, but I missed a couple of them. I need to go back. And I've tried catching up with Direwolf. I've caught up with the Forgecraft 2, but I've not seen any of the Forgecraft 3 stuff. May's posting links to teach me how to say metallurgy correctly. Have you heard the way I speak, May? I don't say anything properly. It's the wrong way. So what we should have in here in a minute is enough for a Manilian pickhead, and we're just going to use that to mine some of the next item. We put things back in the grid. Yes. Who asked that? Oh, why are the right? So Active Diamond's asking why are these tables only half size? Yeah, if you put them back, if you put your table in there. So let's look at a stencil table, for example. If I can type, if you make a stencil table, so a plank and a blank pattern, and then you can put it back in your crafting square, and you can make it into a little one. It's kind of cool. So that's what's going on there. If you was curious, so we should have 1 million ingot in here, and so I want to make a really good pick out of this, so I'll just make it into like a throwaway pick. I'm going to make it into a good one just in case I want to use it in the future. So I'm going to make a paper head, and I'm going to give it a thaumium rod. Yeah, because I'll be able to make thaumium pretty soon anyway. So, oh yeah, definitely, good call. I can make this my silk touch pick. So, thank you for that, Frosty. Paper head. One of these tool rods, and then make it into a pick in here. So 5 modifiers because we've got 1 anyway, 3 off that and 1 off that, I think. Gentle Bear, hello mate. Gentle Bear just tried pausing me while I went to get some tea, even though I'm streaming. I'm going to call this Silky Tits, because I don't like them. There we go. We've got a nice, well modifiable pick there. That should be good enough to get us 2 things I want to look at. One of them is the stuff right down the bottom. Yes, certainly, Gentle Bear. I'll stand here and do a little dance while you get some tea. Let me know, and I'll pause. So I'm going to go down to where that dangerous stuff was, which is right on here somewhere. So this should be of a high enough level. I should put repair on it first as well. This is where we found out if... Oh no. So we found out if I die... Yeah, if I did a little dance every time someone AFK, I wouldn't get much done, would I? But that's presuming I get stuff done anyway, which is certainly debatable. So I'm kind of hoping there's no lava above this, otherwise I might be in a whole world of pain. So that mines adamantine very quickly. Wonderful. So what I'm going for here then is... Well, is this cheaty being under the... where all the stuff's missing from? It's like some bastards pinched all my the bottom of my world. No, Active Diamonds just asked if I always mine like this. No, it's weird. This is like a bit of a world issue. I've updated the mod pack to a newer version today, and they've taken out a mod that had world gen called Artifice that added marble. And because they've taken that mod out, there's loads of holes in the bottom of my world. So I'm just using it to grab some of this. This stuff is lower than that. It's lower than the lava level, so I'd have to dig down to lower than lava. So So it means I'll probably get plenty of it once. Ooh, we'll have them. I'll probably get plenty of it once I have got a quarry on the go. I'm kind of looking forward to making a 256 by 256 quarry as well in this series, just because you can. So what I'm not seeing down here is any more of the Altera stuff. Yeah, James said used to, when a mod did that, used to replace it all with sand. I believe I've seen that on Yogscast when all the Buildcraft pipes became sand on one of their series, on one of Sips's series. But this is kind of going to work for me for now. It's letting me get some of this Altera, some of this adamantine stuff anyway, which is good. So now I've got 10 of them. I could really do with, what's a full set of armour? 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, yeah, 24. So I need 12 adamantine and 12 Altera for a full set of armour. But before I get the full set of armour, I'd like to make a pick, so I need a bit more anyway. I also need to make sure I can find my way out of this hellhole. Yeah, there's a mod in called Quarry Plus that increases the maximum quarry size to 256, which is insane. Got to be very careful I don't break any of this lava here, I think, otherwise it might all just instantly flood me, which would be fun for you and not for me. I think. Right. Quarry Plus doesn't chunk load it. You need to have a chunk load it. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, the Buildcraft one does. There's a bit of confusion whether the Quarry Plus quarry actually chunk loads everything. So I'll have to check that out when we get to that stage. I've had a little look over here before. I think there's some of this. There's a little bit there, look. So we'll have some of that as well. So that's 11. I could do about 14 if I could get a little bit more. I have to be really careful that I don't get myself trapped in a... What happened there? Not letting me place that. Weird. Maybe like a ghost block there or something. Yes, the default one definitely does. But there's a chance that the mod one might not. So that's something I have to be aware of. I hope there's no lava above you. Okay, so that gives us plenty of this stuff. I think that should be enough. And is that a bit more there? Yeah. So all I need now is a bit of the other stuff again. It places a torch or a block depending on where you have the torches or blocks placed. So at the minute I've got a torch in this end slot. So if I right click on my pick, any Tinker's Construct pick, it'll place what's in the end slot. So at the minute it's a torch, so it's placing a torch. But if I was to change that to a block and put the block in the end slot, then if I right click with a pick now, it'll place the block. So it's all depending on what you've got in your end slot there. Very useful, especially when you build, if you dig in there fire and stuff. It can be a bit of a lifesaver. So I've got 23 of them, that's lovely. Let's find my way out of this dangerous area. So I will end up quarrying this place eventually. So it's not like I'm getting something I would never would have got anyway, because I will eventually get it anyway. Alright, that looks like my way out. Hello Tobias! I got here because my weld's kind of broken. The Artifice mod's been taken out the pack, and because that all the Artifice marbles been taken out of my world. So I've got big holes down the bottom. It looks like maybe a lot of the bottom down bedrock level must have been artifice stuff. It's kind of weird. If in slot 1 it places slot 9 and next to each other if it's in any other slot. Oh, okay. Alright, so if I have my pick there, if I right click with that, that'll place a block with it. It will. So because that pick's not in slot 1, it's placed in the whatever's next to it. I do not have the power to run a quarry just yet, no. There's that much stuff in this mod pack to do, it's ridiculous. Yeah, accidental invisible well gen. The amount of stuff to get involved with in this pack is ridiculous. Because I've got no health regen, and one of my first things was getting my heal spell on the go. Which, of course, I've done. I'm kind of getting into Thaumcraft a little bit, because Boots of the Traveller would be nice. Oh, I did find some more of that. Cheaty heal spell, says Frosty. Yeah, it's gonna... Saying that though, I've still died enough. I made some steel armor earlier, because I just died. I died yesterday, I mentioned it, if you haven't seen today's videos yet, my inventory was full, so I was just stood, putting all my stuff, like bam bam, into my bag there, and a zombie came up and killed me in 2 hits, the bastard. So I'm actually on 4 deaths, which have all been off camera up to now. So there was a zombie death, there was a Hollow Hill death, there was 3 mana elementals, raped all my mana, and then a zombie killed me when I had no mana for heals. So I should probably carry regen as well, regional potions as well. And the first death, I don't remember what that one was. But yeah, there's my 4 deaths. So what we've got now then is we've got Atlarus and we've got Adamantine. So I'm going to put one of each. Did that the wrong way around, didn't I? I'm going to bang one of each of them into the smeltery. And that should get me a Tartarite pickhead, I believe. May, fingers crossed for a death on screen. Active Diamond's got to go. See you later, Active. Thanks for joining. Let me just quickly... What's it? 23 people watching. Hello, everyone. How's it going? If you've just joined, I'm on Resonant Rise. I've just been getting some... this stuff, Adamantine, which spawns down under lava level. I've used a Manilian pick to get it. So you can use... I think if you just was going just metallurgy on its own, you'd have to work your way through the metals to be able to mine the higher level ones. But because Manilian's got level 5 mining, if you look in there, it doesn't actually say one miner level Manilian. Okay. Right, modifiers. While I'm here, let's have a quick look at the book, try and remember how to make silky. So I've not done silky for a long time. So all the way to the end. Look at, there we go, silky. I cheated my way through. What? So emerald with silky cloth. Silky cloth is string around, what's that? Gold? That gold nugget? We'll soon find out. Cool, there was some, I found some sanguinite near my spawn place in the nether, and that's a level 6 as well, so you need a bit higher level for that. Silky cloth is gold, aluminium, brass. Good call, Frosty. Now, this version of the mod pack, the NEI is working quite nice. There's a one a couple of days back. If you tried pressing U in the NEI, it crashed your game, but that seems to be sorted now. What we've got sorted here then? I just need to get my hydrogen so I can use more oxygen again. Come on. So yeah, I am going to make another one of these. Just run oxygen for one and run hydrogen for the others. Because having a mixed kind of makes things a bit awkward. Lead doesn't go into here, by the way. So I need something different for lead. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up, similar to my unhinged series, I'm going to set up a factorization setup. It was NEI plugins was the issue, was it? Was causing that crash. That's Mail letting me know. So yeah, I'm going to do a factorization setup in here, similar to what I've got in my unhinged series. Partly because you can use factorization mixer to turn cobble into gravel. So look, you can use a rock crusher or a lacerator here. I've not seen that machine before. Let's have a look at that, see what a lacerator is. And there's... oh, okay. There was mixer here the other day. Well, it looks like mixer's not here now. Facts. So, is the mixer still around? Yeah, the mixer's still around, okay. And let's see what a factorization. So we've now got something called a lacerator, have we? All kind of funky stuff going on here. Item shifter, robotic arm, awesome. Lacerator. Ah, I've seen Direwolf use it. Yes, it's got the diamond cutting head right out on the front of it, hasn't it? So is that the new version of a bit like a mixer, is it? But does different stuff. So lacerator, eh? So let's go back to cobble, to gravel. So because I want to make all my roads out of asphalt, I want to make gravel out of cobble. So that's part of why I want factorization. So lacerator, we've got no recipes there for it, have we? So I'll have to check out that. Cool. Oh, lacerator. Here we go. Recipes. What can we do with that then? So that's so we can get double ardite and cobalt and stuff. Good to know. Another process of bauxite and all the other stuff. Processes heads into flesh. Wonderful. Books into leather. Recycling your leather. All kind of stuff. Okay, that's good to know then. So I'll probably be making one of them within a day or two. Let's go see how my smelter is going. So what we've got in here? We have got molten tartarite, 4 ingots worth. That's nice. So that's doubled up nicely. So I'm going to use 1 ingot on a tartarite pickhead. And then I'm going to make the rest into ingots for now. We've got a nice tartarite pickhead there then. And I'm going to use the same as before. I'm going to use paper banding. And a thalmic rod. What do you reckon, guys? Paper banding and a thalmic rod. Sound good? Okay, people are not. No one's saying stop it, you idiot. So, Gups has said best pick. So I'm going to take that as good enough then. So 5 modifiers remaining. Mining level 7. Mining speed of 14. So if you remember, the cobalt's got a mining speed of 10. Frosty said stop it, you idiot. So don't like the word Uber. It gets used too much. I'm going to call it I am more pick, because it's more pick than that pick. So now I've got to go through the... is it 11? I thought it was 10. My bad. Mine is speed 14, mine level 7, of course, and of course this one's been redstone modified, so it's got 23. So what I need to do then is to get loads of lapis for that again. And put loads of redstone on that. But now we've got that's like, I think, the ultimate pick in this mod pack. Wonderful. Right, so just so I don't forget, let's grab. Not got enough mossy cobble. I've got one there. My inventory has got all kinds of horror going on. I've just got so much stuff. It's a little bit like Hexit in the fact that you get just like a ton of stuff. Look at all that loots and stuff. Ridiculous. But unlike Hexit, there's also lots of stuff to build in this. Whereas Hexit, you get loads of loot and then there's not a great deal of stuff, technical stuff to build with it. Right, there's one, and I need another 9 of them. So let's at least get moss onto these two. Yeah, I'm going to try and get on with it. Let's set up a little system, yeah. I'm just going to do a little bit of Thaumcraft. I've been trying to suss it out in between me recording that episode and starting this. So I'm just going to do a little bit on that, but not, I'm going to spend hours on it. So, first thing on there, let's get moss onto that. Let's get moss onto, not that, fool. Moss onto there. Let's also add another modifier to both of them. So I want some gold. Weird. Why were you stacked? That was stacked. Oh, because it's full. I'm a dick. So, a couple of gold blocks. Truman Craft 4 looks good. Yeah, the infusion crafting looks really good. I actually need to make a better place in this though. I've just got this shambles of a cave. I don't know if I think I mentioned in one of my videos. There's a large tree over in that direction. I'm going to build my magic place up in the boughs of the tree, up in the top. I'm not going to cut into the tree though. Hello alien, how's it going? I can hear a zombie. He's coming to get me. So let's have a couple of them guys. One on there. Gets me back to 5 modifiers. And one on there. 5 modifiers. And then I need some string. Let's grab a bit of string. Who's going to need some help? Me. With Thaumcraft. I'm kind of getting there. I've been doing, like I say, oops, can't count string. I'm certainly going to need help doing anything more intense than counting string. 1, 2, 3, 4, and an emerald. Gets me a silky jewel. It's tricky to get your head around it at first, but I've got you know me, I don't mind looking at cheat sheets, so I've kind of sussed out what I need to be doing. So we've got moss and silk touch. So I've got a nice silk touch repair pick there, which I'll add a load of redstone to later. That one is going to want looting and redstone, but for now, we'll do that. Can I sleep, or is that zombie too near? That's harsh. What do you have to do? Frosty's just saying sometimes researches are impossible. Yeah, James is saying shame the FTB Minecraft server's down. What Gould should do is invite some Feed the Beast, some modded Minecraft players to go on the Minecraft Feed the Beast server, shouldn't he? Not mention any names. Me. Hello, Tom. So I've got that first bit of tartarite done there. I am going to make some tartarite armor and try and get it fully modded up. But I don't want to make myself too invincible though. I don't want to make it so I don't take any damage at all. Anyway, right, let's do a little bit of Thaumcraft then. Truman Craft. And before we do that, just as if I can't get through there. I must have put weight on since I made that video earlier. I've got loads of concrete here from gravel. I was going to make it into the best block in the game. Asphalt. Look at that stuff. Wonderful. This pick here, this chisel, you see it took a bit of damage because it doesn't take damage when you use it like I just did. Like that. It takes no damage. But what you can also do is you can click on the block. You can change it in situ. Look. Oops. Oh, there we go. Look, if you left click a block, it'll change it. So I can. What the fuck? What from them two? It's still there. It's just invisible. What's going on? Oh, you fucking thing. Well, so that's how it takes damage when you use it like that. I hope this doesn't fuck the stream up. Come on, stream. Don't fail me now. Oh, it's back. Yeah, there they are. So let me just dig them two assholes up. And then, of course, you can use the chisel in its normal manner and just make them back into normal cobble or whatever you want. Now, I have made this roof once. I made this roof with these cobblestone bricks, cobblestone tiles, but there's no... what a knob. Mod crafting viewers and trying to pull out from the output slot. DB Archangel, hello mate. It's saying, did you have the issue of crashing when using mod crafting GUIs when trying to pull out from the output slot? Don't think so. Don't recall any issue that would sound like that. Oh, come here, you. What are you doing there? Hey. Spent 10 minutes with a bit of cobble. No, I couldn't get Twitch IRC working, it just kept crashing. Frederick's asking why I've not got Twitch IRC on. Unfortunately, whenever I tried to use it, it just crashed on me. It's a shame there's no asphalt stairs, but it wouldn't actually make any much sense really, would it? What? Love this stuff, looks awesome I think. So yeah, Twitch IRC mod just kept crashing me instantly. Someone had pressed T to try and put some settings in, it crashed me, so that was unfortunate. So right, let's move on to a bit of Thaumcraft then. So Thaumcraft, I've started it a little bit the other day. I made this guy, Iron Capped Wand, which is just iron caps and a stick. Iron caps are just iron nuggets. And oh yeah, Forge Multipart, I might be able to, yes. Asphalt stairs. I don't know how cars would get up them, but and it's a shame you have to go and creative to get the little white road signs, but little white road markings. But anyway, so on my map I've got a group called Overworld Aura, and I had a little look around during the night last night, which is the closest. Yeah, that one's probably the closest. And I found some of these aura things. Yeah, Forge Multipart. I will see if I can do something with that. You might have to add a block ID, that's how it works with some of them, innit? Now, if you look around here, you can't actually see an aura node anywhere, because they're real sneaky bastards these days. But if you get your thermometer, have a look around. We still can't see one because I must be in the wrong place. There it is. Look at that bad boy. So without the thermometer, you can just see it when you get really close. There's a little smudge. There it is, look. And then with the thermometer, You can right click on it, it'll tell you what it is, aura node. And then I got my wand out and right click it with a wand and it'll draw aura out of that. I don't want to break that. You can put them into jars as well, can't you? I tried at night, Frederick. I found these at night. It was easier than during the day, but I still wasn't doing great, to be honest. But I found this one because there's a slightly light aura. There's like a bit of a light aura, isn't there? But there's also light auras where there's beehives and other stuff. So there's light auras all over the place. Plus the map right here, map that I'm using, doesn't show day and night, so you actually have to run around. The goggles are, Frederick's saying, goggles revealing, make them easy to see. That's something I'm thinking of having got making now, goggles are revealing. Yes, and James is saying, you've got to be careful. When you draw power up with a wand, you see my wand here, if I mouse over it, it's got, so all that there, even though that only says air, when you look at it, all these aspects got pulled out of that. And so I've got 3, 4, 5 of them are full, and is it Ignis? Is not full. But see, top left of my screen, you can see how full they all are. Now that one's just like air 8. This one over here has got 2 62s. So I guess it's 62 is pretty high. Cups are saying the other aspects are dropping from mobs. Oh, okay, so I wonder what there was. So okay, when you kill mobs, you get little orbs. There's a Chocobo over there. Interesting. So do you just have to have your wand on your bar for that to work? So I thought I just pulled air out of that thing, and then when I looked at my wand was full, so I presumed that I'd pulled everything out. Look at that one there, that's 62 Ordo and 62 Terror. That one's pretty cool. So let's kill a mob. So, okay, so you just need your wand in your inventory when you kill mobs. I had a zombie, but I ain't gonna go looking for him. Fuck it. If you've got your wand in your inventory, your wand will absorb stuff off mobs when they die. I noticed little extra, like XP. Is that lucky? That's a good. Is that a good node? Is it? That's 62. You find the obsidian totems, destroy them. They have nasty nodes in the top bit. Cool. I have seen one. Don't know if I remember where though. I'm sure I've seen one in this world though. So at night time, I'll have a check of them orbs out. See if there's any mobs down here. This is where I died. Fighting 3 mana elementals, the assholes. There's all kind of crazy caves and shit down here. There's some entropy there as well. We'll have you. Thank you very much. Hello Stuart, how's it going? You back from your meeting? I remember Stuart saying he had a meeting, so he's going to miss the stream. What time are we on? Right, I'm going to wrap up the first part of the stream for YouTube. I'm not going anywhere for the people in the stream with me. I'm just going to wrap up the first bit of the video there and say thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in a bit.